Alright, take a look at what we have now. I think the animation looks better and better. Alright, and now what we could do is do some exaggerations for some poses. For example, if we go to that pose, maybe we make a bigger squash, so we move it down, so it is more extreme. And when he throws the ball, we can go more down, so it gets more extreme at the end of the motion. When he goes into that pose, we just can accelerate it a little bit more. This. And at the end, we could overact it a little bit and rotate his upper body more to the left of the screen. And we can do that with the graph editor. That's a good example when maybe I would do it. Take all the keys I want and rotate them all, or move the values up. And there it is. And now what we do is do some tunings on the curves at the end. Get rid of overshoots and smooth out the curves a little bit. For example here, rotate the tangent, eliminate all the overshoots because we don't want it. And the animation will after that look more controlled. And this is exactly what I'm always doing. When I think the animation is fine like it is, I will go into the curves and do that tuning of the curves. So maybe you think that I'm just taking some random keys and adjust them. No, I really look for overshoots and try to eliminate them, because I know that they are not that what I want. And I do that for all. Yeah, take a look at that curve. This can't look good. So smooth it out. And do that and that. And we go here, and it's the same again. This doesn't look good at all, so let's smooth it out. Alright. And the same on the translations. I get rid of that, smooth it out. Here, just the curves, so. And you can do that for all controllers on the character, depending on the time you have and the amount of work you want to put into the animation. But I found out that this really helps and improves the animation. There again. And this one. And this one. Get rid of it. So the curve has a nice shape. Sometimes I use the flat, but usually I adjust the tangent so the curves are not too flat. So there's still a little bit of movement in it. So that's for the hip. And we can do that now for the whole character. I don't like this movement here when it goes down so strong. So what I can do, I can smooth it out in the graph editor. Just make the value less strong. So it's better now. I mean, that's another way to animate. You can do a lot of modification in the graph editor through your whole animation. Or you can just do it at the end, or I can rise the foot a little bit more. But what happens now, there's a pop in the knee. And we don't want that. So to smooth that out, we can also go into the graph editor and do it there. Just take a look at this curve, the Y translation, and just make less values in that translation. And there it is. Just smooth it out with the curve. So let's make a double key and get rid of the keys afterwards. Yeah, that's better. So, as I told you, go to the main controllers, for example for the head. Go into the curve and see where you find overshoots and get rid of them. Yeah, so the animation is very subtle from one key to the other. A little bit of movement. That's what we want. What I like about my way of animating, it is very fast and it's very intuitive. And it's not so technical. I don't have to think about curve and axis. And that's what I like about animation. You don't have to take care about the technical side. For example, if there's a new Maya version, I don't care about it because animation doesn't change in new versions of Maya. There are just new features for modeling, texture and whatever. The animation, it doesn't change the way to animate by a new version of Maya. And I think by just working through the camera, almost not using the graph editor, it's a very, very fast way. But it's my way, and I think there are people out there, they work more with the graph editor or with a dope sheet, or they have totally different techniques. But that's fine, everybody has to find his own way of animating. Yeah. And basically I know some animators who work with the graph editor a lot. And I think it's very powerful, but it's not my way of animating. It's too technical. I think it's powerful, but I prefer that way of animating like you would do with a stop motion puppet. Go, move it into what pose you want it, and move on, move on, move on. So you don't have to take care about any technical side of. And for this freezing that you just saw, I will get rid of it very soon. See, just get rid of the keys and it's gone. And now we have to adjust it again. Like that's fine. And maybe you think, how do I know that this is good to rid of those keys? And it's just experience. Just try it and see what happens. Maybe it looks better, maybe not. Then you have the undo button, that's great. So go back and playing around, see what looks better. It's the more you animate, the better you get, and the more feeling you have to adjust which keys or make it maybe more snappy or smoother or whatever. Like that. So basically this is my way of animating. And I think, I tried other ways, but I think this is one of the, it's a very fast way and it's very intuitive. And the good thing about it, it doesn't have a lot to do with technique, more with the fun of moving curves, translating and rotating them. And what I do now, okay, that's basically cleaning up and stupid moving and rotating keys. I think timing, for example, is so important. And the bad thing about it, it's really difficult to learn. The best way is to have a lot of experience and then see what is good or bad. But there are also some animators, when they start animating, they have a very, very good feeling for timing. They just have it. I don't know where they got it from. And this is really great. Really, really good. And I think especially people who play an instrument and have a very good feeling for rhythm, they are also good animators and have a very good timing. And if people ask me, how do I good animation? Where are the tricks? Where are the magic buttons? And the point is, there are no magic buttons. It's just experience and trying out the animation, see what other people do, maybe imitate it, improve it, and yeah. And as you see, I don't work with AutoKey. Maybe the bad thing about AutoKey is if you try something and you rotate the hand, it's straight away keyed, and if I don't use AutoKey, I can try something, and if I don't like it, I just press into the timeline and then it's back on the key it was before. And hopefully my presentation here is helpful for some people, so they get inspired or maybe try another way, or they see something that they didn't know before. But at the end of the day, I didn't show you a lot of different tools or how to use these special buttons. It's just I wanted to show you from the beginning to the end a way of animating. Good. So I think this is the last controller I will adjust. But basically you should do it for all controllers, for the eyes, for the feet, for the knees, for the fingers. But for now this should be enough, because I think there's no time left. Alright, so let's take a look again on the animation. Oh, what is that? I might know what it is. Select the controller and take a look in the graph editor, yeah. I don't know why this happened, but sometimes the just jumps and the keys get very extreme. Just make a flat on it and then it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. So, like I said before, I think there's still some work to be done on the fingers, some overlap, maybe do the poses even stronger. Can work on the animation and tune it. And you can maybe make the timing stronger, make the poses stronger. Or you can put in subtle stuff like eye movements, eye darts, eyelids, eyebrows, subtle movement in the head, in the body. Or you can still exaggerate poses or the animation, make it more dynamic. You can put it more squash and stretched on all the detail, and especially make this one pose. This one maybe change it or put something else and make it stronger. And I think I really would like to ask somebody, like a working mate or the animation director, and I think this will help me a lot and get a second opinion and maybe get another idea for how to do it. And I think that's it for now, and thanks a lot for watching that DVD. Maybe there was something on this DVD that inspired you, or you can take and try it out in your next animation. I hope this whole animation presentation was helpful, and maybe I will see you on another DVD. Bye.